Hi everyone, welcome back to the Sedol versus Handol series. This is Ryan.
This is Filippo.
And today we're bringing you game 2 of the Sedol versus Handol series. And in game 1, Sedol won against Handol with the 2-stone handicap with Comey.
Yeah, I think that is very surprising.
Somewhat surprising.
Inspirational.
Inspirational, right.
No result. Yeah.
So now let's get right into the second game of the master Go player versus the AI.
Yeah. So
now
this is a Nigiri game, and then Sedol is black.
Is it Nigiri or Sedol just takes black?
I think it's Nigiri.
Is it Nigiri?
Yeah, Sedol spoke that if he wants to play white, and if he plays white, I think he said that he might have a 1% chance.
Oh, he did? Oh, yeah. Interesting.
But I think unluckily he got black.
Yeah, so with the white, the AI's winning percentage is typically, I think at least 56.
But that's 7.5. I think this game
7.5.
is. Oh, this game is also 75.
It's also 7.5.
Yeah, cause both AI.
Right, AIs use Chinese counting.
Yeah.
Right. So Sedol played 3-3-4s, which is kind of uncommon these days with so many AIs roaming around.
Yeah. And I think both Sedol and Li Changhao has some unique thinking about AI. I mean, they refuse to take some of the AI knowledge.
Yes, they're very stubborn in that way, but it's also very admirable, I think.
Yeah.
They still use their own ways, and they still win games against people who use AI.
So if you are paying attention to Li Changhao's keyboard, he never plays 3-3.
Right. And he always extends when his opponent plays a 3-3 range.
Yeah.
So there's an interesting story about Sedol and Li Changhao. Yeah. So they were definitely the masters in their eras. At first it was Li Changhao claiming 16 or 18 world champions, depending on which metric you use. Yeah. And Sedol with 14. When they played their first Jubango,
I think it's 2001 LG Cup, I believe.
Right.
The final.
The first time Sedol went into a world championship final, he was against Li Changhao.
Yeah. And
at the start, you tell the story. It's better when you tell it.
Yeah, at that time, Sedol was a 3-dan, and Li Changhao is obviously winning a lot of world champions. And then before the final, everyone believes that Li Changhao will win easily, but the result is that Sedol won the two first games.
Right.
So at that time, Sedol was very young, very
obnoxious.
Yeah, very outspoken. So he said a very famous word that Changhao's power is the least strong among those top players.
Yes, because Li Changhao's style was relatively calm. Yeah. He doesn't initiate fights.
Yeah.
And he's very, very well-balanced player. Yeah. And that's something Sedol said about Li Changhao, and that was quite something.
Yeah, but actually we know that Changhao's inside Changhao's mentality there is a lot of strong emotions hidden inside his calm face, right? So he responded like, "I'll show you what is power in the next 3 games."
So Li Changhao went back and he won the next 3 games, winning the LG Cup.
Yeah. So after that, actually, Sedol is very respectful to Changhao, even though nowadays, I mean, Changhao is relatively old and not as competitive as before, but Sedol still treat him as a senior player and very respect to him.
So that was their story.
That's part of education.
Yep. Learning after losing the world champion. Yep. So black approached here, and white.
You like this?
I love this. Yes, I always play this. I don't like the knight move, so always this. And then attached. So the interesting order. Attach first and then approach. So the AIs really value this highly, I think. So they always respond.
So this is the 6th move and the first move on the 4th knight. which is very uncommon nowadays.
Right, yes. Yes, that's an interesting observation. And now white goes back to the top left. And this is infamous Joseki. And extend. So this has been, I think we went over this a couple times now in the past. So I think we'll...
This kind of shape, I mean, traditionally it's definitely not about to read and don't think twice. It's just blackberry ahead, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, before...
Very solid points.
Right.
You're pushing on the 6th line.
Right. 3 times also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But actually now this AI tells us this is not good for black. Especially in this kind of situation.
Yeah, I guess perhaps if white has this, then there's not much potential on this side for black. But this is so good. Yeah, something I personally always failed to understand. But I think on Fox, on my accounts, when I play a 9-dan, I don't pick my players. When I see someone play this directly, because I like to play the large knights, right? When I see someone playing this every first second, they don't even think for 1 second, I know immediately they're AIs.
Or me.
or you.
Depends on my...
But not split second moves.
Yeah.
Especially
I'll play it in blitz.
Especially attach and
I'll just blitz
approach
in a second, but I'll choose my emotion where I put here or attach here.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, this so... I just don't understand.
I play it a lot, but I don't cope with it.
Yeah, I think it's I mean, after all this time, so many people have played it, and I feel like it's probably maybe even, like in my own kind of mind. But AI seems to think this is better for white, so they never play this. Almost never play this.
But in my opinion, so in this kind of days, definitely AI is a lot of stronger than us. So if you don't understand, just learn.
Yeah, perhaps. So then white makes the cut.
I think
first.
this first.
The cut first, right? You have to cut, or else you won't play it.
Oh, yeah.
Remember? That's what you taught me.
Yeah. Sure.
Yes, I learned a lot of my new AI skills from Filippo. So if black turns, which is also a possibility, then white gets this move, so white will probably do some extension instead. So this is a probe. So after black responds, then white. Another move that I just look at this, I'm like, what is
very
going
rare.
on
It's
here?
very rare.
Oh man.
So the normal shape of top right is here, right?
Yeah. So the thinking is you have some sort of influence. You have a low stone, right? You don't want to play all flat, right? That's the theory, but that seems to never work when you're talking with an AI.
Yeah. Maybe if you put some stones here, there might be some weaknesses. You either play the forcing move here, or you play something like here. I don't know. Maybe this one.
Yeah, but what's good about this? We have no idea. What is good about this?
I personally will never choose this as my best option.
Yeah, I never even thought of that.
Yeah,
I actually seen some people play here.
I've seen many.
Oh, just
here.
the one space.
Here,
okay.
yeah. It's played very often as a shape of this one.
Oh. Okay.
If it's something like that, this is maybe the best move. And I've seen people playing here and white attach.
Okay, so that is possible because it defends the jump inside. But with this I don't know. We'll just keep going. So black finishes off, defends the territory, and white obviously will continue on this side. So these two are pretty much miai when you have these shaped. Typically when black extends, white doesn't want black to get another pincer either.
Yeah, and after I see this move, I'm a little bit doubtful about Sedol's mood or thinking. So Normally, I feel this is his style.
Oh, immediately.
At least this one. Because these two are the common and maybe normal way to
Pincer this.
attack these two stones. For this, at least you allowed some spaces for white to make a living, and it's a lot less pressurized.
Right, so a lot less pressure in. Yeah, I'm not sure why. So you mentioned something about his mentality, perhaps, in this game.
Yeah, so actually, if we remember his 5 games against AlphaGo Master, actually he was not in his best kind of standard. Even though he won the 4th game, which is momentum. But
I'm not
especially
sure.
the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, especially the 3rd game. He initiated very early fight at the top left corner and then lost a lot.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think for anyone who plays the AI, we all feel that, right?
Yeah.
And
especially for, if you are facing an opponent that you can probably very hard to win or can never win, or you can win that.
Right. Especially at their level.
Yeah.
Go is a lot about mentality and psychology.
Yeah.
And especially with 2 players with similar strength, typically the stronger mental one will win. Yeah. And that really, I think that kind of observation has been verified by many times in many world titles, and especially it's very prominent when you play AIs because they're just so, we know they're so ahead of us now. I mean, before we were like, oh, AI, they suck and stuff, but then then AlphaGo came, and then now all these new AIs came, and now when you play an AI, there's so much fear that get into you. I mean, Fine Art plays on Fox with 2 stone handicaps against pros, and he never loses a single game, and that's...
They did lose because of ladders, but...
yeah, sometimes because of ladders, but very, very rarely.
I therefore never lose because of, pure skill.
Right. So, I mean, maybe Sedol is feeling that pressure.
Yeah, and I think this kind of pressure is very, especially very sensitive for players like Sedol, because, for him, that's every game I must win.
Right.
So he has this kind of mentality.
Right.
Maybe for some other players, never mind, I'm playing a very strong opponent, let's just play my best move. For him,
that's a more relaxed mentality. Like, I will just play my best, I don't care who my opponent is.
Yeah.
It's kind of my mentality when I go to these world tournaments.
Yeah. So it becomes...
And it really helps you actually in that sense, but Sedol is so focused. And he's also very proud.
Yeah.
So he might have fallen into his own mental loop. So now this might be a little loose because it doesn't put that much pressure on white. So it's interesting what happens here. I think white ignores this and does a probe. And here we can really see kind of Sedol's mental thinking. He's kind of speaking it out here because here even though this is kind of almost an obvious move,
so without thinking,
obviously
I'll just
black will respond because also since black has this, it's not like white can do anything on the second line here anymore.
There's no any meaningful kind of exchange here except wasting a code thread, I think.
Right, it's more of the AI wasted code thread exchanges that they always do. But he didn't respond here, and that says something about his mentality, I think. And he's telling us that he's probably not really in shape. So he Tanuki'd this.
We played this first.
Oh, right, yes. So he turned first. And then he Tanuki'd. So white just Ataris and blocks here.
And then after he captures, white put another move here.
Right. And this is actually worth a move, I think. Because
I will never play here, but
it's a lot. Actually, it's actually more points than it looks.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's still early, so rarely I think people will play here. It's decreasing the amount of variations.
Yeah.
White has to win.
For white, it's like winning 5 points and winning 15 points are all wins.
Yeah. But we can see after this, the top left is super efficient. And we can do a very easy way to do the positional judgment here. We can just take away 1 stone each, and then 1 stone each, and then 1 stone each, and then 1 more, right? And we can see this is a super, super efficient corner. And black's shape is very bad. And those exchanges...
And don't take away my
right. And this zone is also very useful because black has shoulder hits and stuff and attachments. But now, none of those are available anymore. Although this might be a few points extra for black, because white can't really do it. But it's so efficient now. And you can look at elsewhere on the board.
Maybe I can.
Well, I can throw in and...
Okay, fine. You cannot throw here, right? If you throw here, okay.
Right. Some sort of weird thing. Okay, yeah, you're right. You can't play here. Oh, I can attach and then do the go. Yeah, you're right. It's too heavy. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Then I guess these don't even benefit points in that sense, right? Then this is even more efficient than what we said. So if you look at everywhere on the board, black doesn't really have that efficiency. White has this huge thing on the upper side now.
The only maybe not as good exchange for white is this one, right?
A lower attachment. So it's already a very difficult game for black at this point.
Yeah, so let's go back and try to understand what Listo is thinking here, maybe. So when AI plays this, we know that AI like to play a lot forcing and preparation move.
Yeah.
So probably Sedol doesn't want to follow AI's concept, right? If you think that you like to get the exchange, I will not. I will counterattack. So I play this one. But after that, Listo feel that this exchange is not necessarily good for black.
Because it decreases a lot of Audrey in the middle.
Yeah, so he's maybe, in terms of black's point of view, he
doesn't want to come back.
Yeah, I don't want to come back. I'm thinking about other ways to get a benefit, make this better. Maybe try to think about this one. But this one is not Sente, right? Yeah. There's no other ways to break this.
Right.
So I doubt whether he later got some misreading in this corner.
Perhaps. Or he just wants to go into a direction where the AI is probably read less about.
Yeah.
Because the AI will most likely pick this as blocks.
Yeah, but nonetheless, I don't think being captured by one move is not his intention.
Yeah, so you mean if he saw that you would be able to get captured in one move,
I mean, if he
wouldn't play there.
If he will choose a board between this and this, I mean, if we put 2 boards in front of him, he will definitely choose the other one.
Yeah.
So maybe at that moment he was having some misunderstanding or misreading, but
so I think it might go back to the pressure again by the AI, and he's really feeling that. And
because this corner is very easy, right? If you extend, I'll extend.
Right, and because of the hidden liberty in the corner, black is short 1 liberty. Well,
nonetheless.
Now that really says that the AI is. I mean, it's just so hard to play against someone that you know it's so hard to beat.
Yeah.
And with humans, with someone that's much stronger than you, at least you know that they will make some mistakes.
Yeah.
But there's no room for AIs to make any mistakes at all.
I forgot who said that, but it was a very famous Japanese player. He said that I'll play here. I don't read. I trust you will never read it.
Yeah, I mean humans. We only read some variations. Yeah, and we all make mistakes. So with AI, I think it's just he's climbing a mountain here. So white attaches. which is here.
So definitely black doesn't want white to be very comfortable on this side. This side is empty.
Right.
So
this side is more urgent. So black wants to continue to develop there. So now AI just is being AI again. Oops. Sacrifice here and expand. I thought AI might want to do this instead.
I'm 10 points ahead, so I'll try some conservative, right?
Right.
I think if this one, you'll take the corner.
Might be the.
Right.
Jump. So now, because white is much ahead, white is just, I guess, responding and keeping wherever he has.
I mean, of course, since white is so solid here, entering this boil is just...
Yeah, it'd be a long shot.
Yeah, it's only destroy a few points. Even if you leave there, it will make white very thick.
Yeah.
So black just protect the right side. And then now it's AI showtime, I guess.
This is move 60, I believe. So no, sorry, this is move 58.
Yeah.
And
for human player, especially at my level, I'll at least spend 10 minutes reading this before I try this. Or, as I say, I'll play here without reading. I trust you will never read it here.
Yeah, I mean, if black were to counterattack, then white would definitely crosscut.
Yeah,
it's pretty much the only move in this situation.
It's very complicated.
And then you would have to read all of these. Yeah. So I mean, do we think Lee Sedol's fighting spirit has diminished? Because he extended back, and I mean, he must know he's behind right now.
But I think white's attach is Lee Sedol's style. This is not his style.
Oh,
right? He's more capable of dealing with these light stones and use all the arches there.
So maybe he's been given a game that he's not good at playing.
Yeah, maybe he is too good at reading this kind of moves, and he knows that.
And he knows that it works because it would be a move that he plays. Right, that makes sense. So he just said, "Okay, that works. I'm gonna respond."
Yeah, we will have joked that Shi is not very good at make a group leading because he has 100 ways to kill it.
Right. Yes. Because that I think that I believe that. Right. Yeah. And if you're really good at something yourself, you're not as likely to try that same thing on you. Yeah. Right. So now he retreats, and I think it's just giving white more room to perform. And then what happened here was, I think it's a bit of gibberish. It wasn't too understandable in my opinion. So white plays here,
but let's just learn it. So white is always aiming at least two purposes, a single stone. I want to have either the center or going down, and then either disconnection here or just going down. So it's all about, I think this one.
Attached here.
Oh, attached here?
We were close, but not quite. So white will push through, and then black extended. Right. And then this was a very good move. I like this move.
Yeah.
The
weakness of black is obvious, but the sequence is very delicate, I think. White is not making either side too heavy to play.
So if black blocks now, white will Atari, and then
with the help of this stone, this group is completely alive.
And now, which means these will probably die, right?
Yeah.
So black had to extend, but now that's even a bigger loss because white now has captured the corner.
Yeah, and then when black attack out, there is a back door here.
Right. White can just connect there. So black jumps here first. So black. White descended, right?
Yeah. White
So black jumps here, and then your move. And then white goes home.
Yeah. So.
So we can see this was a trade, but originally this was black's territory.
Yeah,
so this is an even bigger benefit.
Yeah. Plus minus 30 points, trading the center potential and the 2 stones.
Mm-hmm. So it's still very good for white.
Yes. So now maybe we can have a positional judgment.
Sure.
So, well, the top left is about 20 points plus 5 points potential. 25 maybe.
I would, yeah, 25.
30, 10, 20 here.
45.
50. Maybe 50 plus.
52.
Yeah.
For the 2 eyes.
Yeah.
I usually do that.
Yeah.
52, but I don't think black has more than 50. So if white can play here, then this is
15.
only 15.
This is at most 15 also.
Well, let's just count that as dead.
Oh, okay. So 20.
20. Let's go for 22.
Okay.
Okay. Just because white has
27. 41.
Yeah.
46. 45 plus.
Yeah, so less than 50 still. Yeah.
Yeah.
So white has a very comfortable lead at
So
this
at
point.
least plus coming is about 15 points lead.
Right. And we counted this all territory. So it's
So black must do something to the unsettled group.
yeah. Normally this is what Lee Sedol is really good at, right?
Yeah.
Making the game more complicated. So he pushed first now. I'm not sure I would actually do this first, but maybe he's doesn't want white to get these. And
Is he thinking
make
about
this
something like this?
Oh. Potentially.
Yeah. Maybe
Right.
reserving the
That's possible,
possibility.
yeah.
I mean, he's definitely good at this.
Yes.
If I'm playing white now, I will not survive it.
I probably won't either. So he pushed first, and he wants to attack this and protect this. So after this, the corner is now not completely alive. It's not livable.
It's a very interesting corner.
Right.
Do you want to show that?
Well, actually, I just noticed something that we might have done incorrectly.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, is it? So white plays here first.
I believe this is the only
Can
one.
black play here?
This one?
Oh no.
No.
No, it doesn't.
No. This is
Black has to jump.
yeah.
And then when white wedges, right, and then let's go.
Yeah, I think that's a call. If you play here.
But that's really heavy for you. You have to. I think you have to pull back.
Oh yes.
Yeah. You don't want to target.
Yeah.
So it's like this: white
bad.
harnesses and connects, and then black attaches.
I'm not good at it.
And then that will be cool. Because if it's like this and white captures, then well, heavier for black.
Yeah.
But anyhow, it will be a ko, and that's the only result we need because white is black. It's also white's turn now, and black cannot enclose this group. So it's still. We'll see how white deals with this while parrying black's attacks. So since white jumps out here now, black wanted to make white weaker here. But it's giving white even more territory.
Yeah, this is very territorial.
And then jumped in the middle. And I think we're getting close because I don't think Lee Sedol is a man who will fight when it's hopeless.
Where did black play? Yeah.
Oh, sorry, yeah, here. So he keeps attacking. And then now the AI is just being very annoying. He's just protecting all the weak groups now.
Just connect.
And since the territory lead is big, all white needs to do is to protect. So he attached. here and then pushed.
Okay.
He's really getting desperate, looking at all these unorthodox moves. But I think Lee Sedol right now is really showing his spirit.
Yeah.
You know? Even in a game like this, Black has a distinctive lead, very strong groups
He's definitely
everywhere.
trying to do something, so we know that this is not completely alive yet.
Yep.
I can jump
Yep.
here. This
And
is
that
not
move
alive.
is a code,
Yeah,
isn't it?
this is not alive yet. So I want this one also not settled yet
Right.
by making this. So the purpose of exchanging this is that I reserve a chance of disconnecting you. So before that, maybe you can retreat by, giving up some points. But now I clearly can disconnect you, right?
So when you're behind, you should always take this strategy. Is you should make the game more complicated. Just don't respond everywhere. Play like Lee Sedol when you're behind.
Yeah.
Actually, play like Lee Sedol every time.
But unfortunately, the white is an AI.
Yeah.
So
now he keeps attacking here. Yep.
So
then white plays.
maybe for the AI, nothing is complicated except for the ladder.
I mean, we would all be nervous if Lee Sedol played this move against us, right? But the AI always gives us the answer. So he plays knight's move and then pushes and cuts. And now, I mean, white is just too strong. Like in terms of the shapes, because if white blocks here, white is alive as well.
I think we're missing a stone here, is it?
Oh yeah, sorry, I'm missing a stone here.
There must be some.
Yeah, the Tengen. And white plays here. And then here. And then, jump. Put out the white peeps here.
Do you have this?
Oh no, we don't have that yet.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah,
so
well,
white actually jumped out instead of towering in there. Connect and here. All flowing very nicely, right? So he plays here and then the tower is there.
And then
So I think Lisdell played one more move.
yeah,
Kosumi and then white descended.
Yeah.
And he resigned here. So there was no way to kill and capture any of the groups.
So this is the reason for if you play here, but I can disconnect you by a center, but this becomes center.
It also gives more eye space as well. Yeah. Right. Well, what do you think? What did you think about this game?
I think so. With this game, since it's a NYIG game against very strong players, very hard. Probably from an AI point of view, you lost from beginning by not playing the start point.
Right, that's even possible, right? Oh, yeah. I think to me, this game, it was harsh watching it. Lee Sedol was he tried his best.
Yeah.
I think, even though there was an early misjudgment, and there's potentially some mental kind of overwhelmingness by the AI.
Yeah.
But I think he most of the time he held his foot, and I mean with all of us when all of us play against AI, we all feel that mentality, especially when the whole world is watching you play.
My feeling is that he's not playing the best move in terms of skills, but he's trying to play the best move for win.
Yeah, and we really saw him make the game complicated again, as usual, but AIs don't make human mistakes, so he wasn't able to win in the end. But now that sets the score as 1-1. So Lee Sedol is 1-1 against the AI now, and in the third game, which is the decider, Lee Sedol will play the AI with a 2-stone handicap.
Will he repeat the first game story, or the AI will have one game back?
Yes, we'll see in the review next time. So thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, feel free to give us a like or comment if you had any questions. And my name is Ryan.
My name is Rivalries.
We'll see you next time.